Testing, 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 testing. All right, first thing first. Let's get. Well, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get this stuff loaded up. Give me 1 second. Then we're gonna get started. Give me 1 second. All right, all right. Pull that up. Okay, let's get started. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another live trading video, or live stream. Today is October 29th, 2025. Um, yesterday we had an eventful day yesterday, man. We actually, like we said, yesterday was a little rough at the beginning. It was a little hectic. We couldn't find structure at the beginning. Honestly, I do know where we messed up at, but hey, we ended up not having the greatest day yesterday. Um, of course, we ended up closing red for yesterday, about 400 down on that top step. So, but we are going to bounce back today. We're gonna have an even better day today. Not going to stress about anything. And yeah, and I forgot. I usually do my normal routine usually before I start the stream, but maybe it's meant for me to do it on the stream because I forgot to do it before the stream. But I normally pray before I even start anything. So if you want, you can close your eyes, by your head. I'm finna pray real quick. All right. All right. Dear Lord, thank you for blessing us today, Lord. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for allowing me to see another day. Thank you for allowing us to be able to have our body, limbs, mind, heart, and soul pumping and working, Lord. Um, Today we're going to enter into these charts. Ask you to give us guidance, give us vision. Um, Continue to just show us the way, Lord. Even if we win today, lose today, or even draw today, Lord, ask you let us be okay with the outcome and learn from our mistakes and learn from our success also, Lord. I ask you to continue to just bless us, and continue to let us grow and let us keep honoring your name in anything and everything we do. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right. Now, since I got that out of the way, we can get started. I can't start my trading days without doing my prayers. So, um, I might start including it into the streams, but I usually do it right before I even start the streams and stuff. But I just jump straight on the stream this morning. All right, now let's get into it. Like we said, today is the 29th. On the economic calendar, what do we have for today? We have crude oil at 9:30. Y'all know how I feel about crude oil. Sometimes it's a hit or miss when it comes to affecting ES and NQ. Sometimes crude oil can pump us up. Sometimes it don't really affect us. It just only affect crude oil itself and gas. But still be on the lookout. You know, when 9:30 comes, you kind of let it play out. Let it drop its news if you're not already in the trade. But if you're in the trade, you ain't got. I don't think you gotta panic too much when crude oil come out. All right, but today we do have FOMC statement at 1. We got FOMC interest rate decision and the press conference at 1:30. So these are huge, 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 huge. anytime you see FOMC and Fed interest rate is always a huge thing. This is key. This is key. All right. So around at 1 o'clock, 1:30, I advise personally be out of your trades. Unless you just got a strong, good technical analysis and really believe the news, whatever news come out, is still gonna go to your levels. I advise don't really. If you be in a trade, just don't risk a lot during this time. 1 to 1:30, don't risk. Don't do normal size. Drop down in size. You normally trade in 2 micros, drop down to one. Be like FOMC is it can very well bring a lot of volatility. Okay, so be prepared. That's at 1 to 1:30, and the press conference can probably last till like 2 o'clock. So be careful. Be careful around them times. All right. Now let's jump into the earnings for the day. We already know today is that day. We got the big dogs dropping today, man. We got the big boys dropping today. We have pre-market. We got Verizon, CVS, Boeing, Caterpillar, ADP. Nice names in the beginning, but this is where we're really looking at. We're really looking at this aftermarket. We got Meta coming out. Once the market closed, we got Microsoft coming out. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Rick. How you doing today? Glad to see you in here, man. We got Meta coming out tomorrow. I mean, this afternoon. We have Microsoft coming out this afternoon. Apple, which is Google, coming out. I mean, Alphabet, my bad. Alphabet, which is Google, that's coming out this afternoon. Chipotle, Carvana, ServiceNow, and Starbucks and Sprout. So we got a lot of big names coming out this afternoon, which can really catapult or drop the market completely down if they got bad earnings. If the main heavy hitters got bad earnings, it can push us all the way down. If they got good earnings, it can keep pushing us up to continue in this upside movement we've been going on. And then tomorrow, Thursday, we got a lot of heavy hitters coming out tomorrow. Literally coming out tomorrow. Roblox coming out tomorrow. Apple, Amazon, Coinbase. We got a lot coming in these 2 days. These are two beautiful and the biggest days of the week, pretty much of this month. When it comes to earnings. These are the main market movers. You know, these are the main market movers in their categories. Okay. Now let's jump into these charts. Like we said yesterday, wasn't the best day. We kind of, like I said, I know where we kind of messed up at. We kind of traded inside a consolidation market where we could have waited to the breakout all the way, and I did at the very end. Once we jumped off screen, I waited on the breakout. That's how I was able to get a little bit of our loss back from yesterday. But today we're going to come back even better and even more improved. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to put my phone on the charger so it'll be charging up while we do the stream. And then we're gonna jump into these charts. We're gonna start off on SPY. If you're trying to follow along, we're gonna start off on SPY, and we're gonna go to that daily. All right. So if you can go ahead and get your charts ready. SPY daily. Okay. All right. Here we go. SPY daily, daily. Let me jump to the daily. SPY daily. What do we see? What do we see? Of course, we got all these fair value gaps here, but market is currently way above all our daily fair value gaps. Let's remove some of these from yesterday. All right. What do we see though? We see. Let me remove the drawings for a second. We've been in this uptrend, man. We just did our breakout. We're in the higher high state. So if you're looking at this market, that's what we got. We got the high, low, higher high. See that? We're in the higher high state. As of now, like I said yesterday, we're a little bit overextended a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. We gotta be kind of on the lookout a little bit, but still follow the trend. But you gotta kind of be on the lookout because the market could be looking to come down to give its pullback at some point because we already broke out here. We started pushing up, still making highs. Not necessarily saying it's going to happen right now or the near future, but be on the lookout. What happens after we make a higher high? We gotta have what? Higher low. And right now, like we said, we pushed pretty decent up. Market could still try to squeeze a little bit more. It could try to hit these 690s. But be careful though. When you get that first daily red candle, hey, let it play out because that pullback might bring us down, into these gaps that we're gonna left behind. You see that? But having these gaps is telling me, hey, market is trying to push up, you know, pretty strong because it's just gapping up. It's trying to move up. Um, like right here, we was at 671, gapped up to 676. We was at 676, gapped up to 680, like 83, 84. Now we all the way up here at 690. So it's been pushing. It's been trying to get to where it needs to go. Um, Honestly, this was that perfect trade right here. Shooting straight out. Now, daily wise, I told y'all no entries on the daily. We have no higher lows yet. We just made this high. We don't have a higher low yet. We're nowhere near a daily gap. You see that? We're all the way up here. Price is all the way up here at 689. Daily gap is all the way down here at 682. So it's no true entries on the daily. What did we say we're going to do though? We said, hey, we just gonna trade off the 1 hour, follow the bulls on the 1 hour. That's all we doing. So we sitting behind. I'm on the 1 hour on SPY. We're sitting behind these 1 hour solidified levels or higher lows. That's all we doing. Sit behind the 1 hour higher low. You see that? So we just trading off of these 1 hour high lows and fair value gaps. That's all we doing. Taking trades off of that. You see that? Taking trades off of them gaps and those staying behind them higher lows. So we just are marking out all these hourly gaps and the higher lows. Okay. So honestly, the only trades we're looking for is okay when we make a higher high and at a high low, we get that red candle, make a high low, wait on the first green, go back longer. That's all we're doing. So we just following market structure until it finally breaks. When it finally breaks, hopefully it can lead us to a daily red candle to let us know, hey, we're trying to do a pullback. Okay. But until now, if it don't break, we just got to keep following it. So like yesterday when we said we got caught, this is where we did try to play that trade. We was trying to follow the trend, but I said I already know where we messed up at because it didn't bounce off of a fair value gap. We just jumped in, and I always tell y'all, hey, let it come tap the fair value gap first, and then get in. Well, what happened? We jumped in off the first green, but it didn't touch the fair value gap. You see that? Didn't bounce off the fair value gap, but we did see this fair value gap, so we was thinking, hey, maybe it's bouncing off of this one, but it didn't. It didn't bounce off of this one. We got stopped out. It came bounced off here, and that's when I got back in once we got this green candle here. But that was like I said, it was off the screen. But we had that break, retest, green candle, go long, aim for these highs. That's where I got out at, but it kept going, so could have caught a little bit more, but we just aimed for the high. So same thing here. We got the breakout. See that? We got the breakout, got our first red candle. We either need a retest of this gap or we needed to come break this high and close past the high for us to get in long. So we getting in long either at this retest of this gap or the break of this high. Okay, that's our two trades we're looking for right now. And if it breaks this gap, we ain't on it to come down to this gap. So that's all we doing. All right, now let's jump over to let's go to ES and NQ. I just had to show SPY right there. I was gonna show QQQ, but the market is about to open. So, well, actually, yeah, it's fine that the market is about to open because we're not close to the gaps yet. So it's fine. Let me go to QQQ. We're not close to the gaps yet. I'm gonna put an alert though when we do hit the gap, so I can know. Let me jump over to NQ and get in. All right, QQQ daily. Same thing as SPY. Exact same thing as SPY. Except it actually got a body a little bit. And that's another thing that was tricky yesterday. QQQ and SPY was not on page. SPY was going down while QQQ was going up. So that would kind of mess the trades up a little bit because they usually move together simultaneously. They didn't yesterday. As you can see, QQQ got a full body. SPY. It had a doji counter. You see that? So it was pushing down majority of the day where QQQ was actually moving up majority of the day. So when it comes to our futures, that means ES was moving down while NQ was moving up. So they wasn't on page together at the beginning. Now, what we're looking for though on QQQ, same thing as SPY. We're just trading these 1 hour, trading off the 1 hour because the daily, we're too far from the fair value gap. You see that? Now, what's the goal for today, which I forgot to put on SPY? We got to see if we can close past previous day high. I'm going to mark that out. That's going to be our green level. I'm going to put on SPY daily. The previous day high, we marking that out with a green line, okay? I'm jumping back to QQQ if you're trying to keep up with me. QQQ daily, we're back on it. We're trying to see, can we close below the high? Right now, it looks like we're above it on the pre-market. So we probably going to open up above. You see that? We're about to open up above. We just got to see, can we stay above it? That's the thing. So we're gapping up once again. We done gapped up 3 days in a row. You see that? And then we opened up above. We gapped up 3 days in a row. Now we're just trying to see, today, can we stay above this green line? It's a previous day high. On the 1 hour, y'all know what we said we're doing. We are trading the trend, you know. QQQ. We trading on this 1 hour trend. Mark out the gaps. Mark out the solidified levels on the 1 hour. Mark out gaps and solidified levels. And we just trading those, okay? We just trading those. The gaps and the solidified levels. I think is it the green that was lower? Look like it. Now, the one thing I can say, QQQ is like this gap. It's trying to like completely break out. QQQ, I kind of want to see it actually make higher highs. I don't really care if it's break retest of this gap. I need the higher high to get made. Okay, I just got an alert for SPY, so we might need to be getting ready to get in a trade. We go see. I think SPY came and tapped the gap. Yes, it did. All right, so we finna jump over to futures now because it gave us the tap we need. We just need a green hourly candle. So let me switch to. We got to jump to ES. That's the same thing as SPY. ES. Let's chart it up to make it look just like our SPY. So we're gonna go to that daily. All right. See, look, the last daily solidified level all the way down there. Let's remove these drawings real quick. Clear it up, son. We on ES daily. Clear it up just a little bit. Okay. Red. We're trying to see, can we close above previous day high? So I'm gonna turn that green. Okay. Let's drop down to the hourly. We just need a green hourly candle at this point. And then we're good to go long. Either green hourly candle or just come take these highs. Alright, so that's the hourly gap we see. Okay, we got another hourly gap down here. We got another hourly gap down here. We're just marking out all these hourly gaps. And then we got one more down here that we're going to mark out. So we marked out 4 in case the market seems to just drop hard. We know where it can be at. It's pushing green now. We do got 28 minutes. So we kind of want to wait on it to close green or to come take this high. Only thing, once it take that high, we really don't got that much room for a trade because all I got to do is take this next high. But hey, you got to take what the market gives you. You just got to scalp at the moment if you got to. All right, so we got higher high, higher low, higher high. This potentially could be the new higher low. We got to come make higher high again. All right, that potentially can be the new higher low down over there. All right, we just waiting on an hourly green candle. It's looking like it's trying to get ready for it though. Like it's trying to get ready for it. You just gotta see though. You can't just That's where we messed up yesterday. We jumped in before it actually closed the hourly counters, and it kind of messed us up. So, only thing I don't like, I'll say this though. Even if it closed green, what messed it up a little bit was that what? Hey, it broke through this gap. Once it break through that gap, I told y'all, if it comes to the other side gap, I just look at this as the initial breakout. So it might turn green, red one more time to get the retest, then go. Because technically it broke through. That kind of broke the broke the retest. But it could, like we said, it could give us another red counter to retest, or it can just, hey, it closed green, it can just come straight up and take the highs and keep going. So we just gotta see. So it's still, we pretty much, even if this closed green, we pretty much in the same boat we was at the beginning. Well, before the market open up, we gonna need a retest and then go higher. I mean, yeah, retest and we can get in long, or we gonna need the break of the high, then go long. And preferably, we would want a break of this high, just so it can be completely cleared. But this break of high would cause a higher high, so it technically account. But so really, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. We probably the actual trade probably not gonna happen because until let's see. I said if this turn green, we need a red retest. So that'll be 11, 10 or 11. One of the two is when the actual trade will come through. Unless, like I said, unless somehow we just come take these highs and close above, then the trade can come sooner. But if it's actually trying to do the structure, like I said, break and retest, it's not gonna happen till not this hourly, not the next one, the one after that. So the 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock one. So the 10 o'clock counter will be the actual counter that'll be our entry. If and like I said, unless it just comes to take these high, okay. Unless it just take the high, then we can go ahead and get straight in. Now, it's a different story if we're trying to scalp. If we go down to the 5 minute and stuff, we can get in some scalp entries. But if we're looking at this hourly and we want to get in off the hourly, it's not gonna happen till around 10 o'clock, more than likely. Okay. Let me go look at ES. I'm gonna set an alert on SPY for when it crosses this high. So I know, because then that means, hey, we probably need to get ready to actually get in our trade. Okay. So I'm gonna set alert when it get close to passing that high on SPY, because SPY and ES is the same thing. Okay. If anybody wondering why are you putting it on SPY, because SPY and ES is the same thing, and it's just like I said on TradingView, I don't have the real time data, so I just use SPY as my uh as my basically ES for TradingView. Now let me go to NQ and get our NQ charted up to match QQQ, and then we'll be set for the day. I do need to do my micros, but I don't even think I want to trade micros this I don't think I want to trade micros the rest of this week, honestly. I just want to trade regular. Let me remove all drawings because there's too many drawings on here for my liking. We on the daily for NQ. If anybody trying to keep up daily of NQ, hey, what we said, we got to see if we can close past previous candle high. I mean, previous day high. So I mark that green. We don't have no solidified level until it's all the way down there at the bottom. So we're literally riding off a continuation on the daily because we don't have no higher lows to play off of. So we're literally just riding off the continuation to the upside. That's why I said once that 1 hour break structure and it's no longer making a higher high and higher lows, we got to get out because hey, it might lead us to that red daily candle to actually start coming down. So once that uptrend breaks on that 1 hour, leave it alone. Okay? Remember that. We're literally just riding off momentum right now. We're taking them risky trades, them B trades. It's the B trades because look, we don't have no base to back us. So whenever the market want to drop, it can just drop hard. We don't have no base to back us. So we got to be careful. We got to be cautious being up here. And we're at all-time highs. All right, jump to the 1 hour. Like we said, we're sitting behind these 1 hour levels. Sitting behind these 1 hour levels. Well, actually, this one not solidified yet, so I'm not gonna mark that one yet. This is solidified. Mark that up. This one is solidified. We're gonna mark that one up, and this one here. Okay. Now let's mark out our gaps, fair value gaps. One here, which is the orange, because I know my hourly, I like it to be orange. All right. Do we got a gap up here? It look like we do. It's just I gotta zoom in. Yeah, we do. Gap here, which we're currently closing past. Above. Like I said, this technically is the breakout candle. Technically, now, like we said, a breakout candle can just go straight up. All it needs is that next hourly candle just gotta close above it, keep moving up. But we're looking for this to be the breakout. Next candle be the retest. Then we go. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now, if that next candle closes, say the next candle do retest, but it still be green, it don't count as a retest because it gotta be some red in the mix. Okay, you gotta have red in the mix. Do we got any other gaps? On the hourly. Yes, we do. One down here. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna mark out for now. So we're gonna be patient today. We're gonna be patient today, y'all. I do like a small scalp of a long right here, though. I do like a small scalp of a long. We might take one long. Might take one long. I gotta see though. I do like a small scalp of a long here though. Let me look. We got how we did make a lower low. Let's look at the 1 minute. I do like a scalp of one long. A green count here, I might scalp along, y'all. Might just scalp along with a green count here. And look, same thing like yesterday. Look at this. NQ coming down, right? Well, now it's trying to slightly push up. But let's look at ES real quick. And I'm on the 5 minute though. Look at ES. It's pushing up while NQ is going down. So we in the same boat as yesterday. We're in the same boat as yesterday. They're not being on par with each other. So one of them is behind. Either NQ daily need to start coming down to catch up with ES, or ES daily got to start coming up to catch up with NQ. Okay? Well, let's go back to NQ though. Like I said, I do like a scalp. NQ, 1 minute, reset chart for you. Alright, we're on the 1 minute. Whatever that green counter, we did say we want to get in off of green. Let me look at the 5 real quick. Alright, good. It's just so choppy. That's the only thing, but I do like a scalp. I'd rather see a 5 minute green than that 1 minute green, honestly. This close green here, we'll take one scalp. If it close green, that's it. And we only gonna scalp for a couple points, that's it. It didn't close green. Didn't close green. We was gonna scalp for a couple points just to see if it's gonna take this high. But it didn't close green. Might bounce here though. Let's look at that hourly. Let's jump to the hourly, see what this hourly trying to close as. That's what I'm saying. I believe this hourly gonna close green, y'all. That's why it's down here. I like the scalps to take it up, because I believe the hourly wants to close green. We got 43 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Looking like it's gonna close green. We're gonna take a scalp, man. We're gonna take a scalp. You can get a couple points. We're gonna take that scalp. See if we can get a couple points. I ain't even trying to get that 200. Once it get in the green, we're gonna move stop loss to break even. Once it gets in the green. Alright, stop loss to break even. Or at least $10. It might stop us out quick, but at least we caught 10. Dang, it stopped us out instantly. But at least we caught 10. We can say that. At least we caught 10. But we come back down. We do like to grab along again. Because like I said, I do believe this 1 hour wants to close green. I'm on the 1 minute right now, though. I believe this 1 hour wants to close green. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, I believe it wants to close green for the breakout right here. ES is pushing. Let's go to ES. ES hourly. It's pushing. Biggest thing for ES, can we take this high? We take that high and close above, it's good. We're close to it. Come on. Close to it. Take that high, and then all we need you to do is to close above. Right there. Take the high and close above. We know it's gone. Alright, took the high. Can it close above? That's the question. Let's jump down to the 1 minute. See if it start building structure above that level. All we need is a close above for the hourly. We got 15 minutes for the hourly, so it went up there too. We just needed to close past it on the hourly. Close past, and we're ready to get along. Ride the uptrend. The only thing, like I said, that's scary about us jumping straight in is 'cause look, the next target is literally right there. Literally right there. So that's the thing. We can close above it, but then we say we close above it right here. We literally only going that little inch. That's the only thing that sucks. That's the only thing that sucks. But we did make a higher high. As long as this can close green, don't close red. That's the biggest thing. Close green, and that will confirm we made a higher high. Okay? As long as it can close green, that will confirm a higher high on ES. As long as the ES can close green, that's the biggest thing. We wanted to close past, but as long as it can close green in general, that means it confirms the higher high. We just wait on this structure to completely form. 13 minutes before the hourly. 13 minutes for this hourly, y'all. And I believe, like I said, I believe ES and NQ both want to close green for this hourly. They both want to close green because that'll be the breakout of this fair value gap. I just want to see if ES gonna close above this hourly high. And go to the 1 minute and see. Alright, it's building a little structure right now. But it's not above the level though. But it is building some type of structure right now though. So we got higher high. There's potential to be a high low if we take this high again. Dang, we only up $10 so far. But it's better than nothing though. It's always better than losing. Dang, that NQ start pushing up. Soon we got kicked out that $10. Look at the NQ. Look, that's that range. Y'all see these big wicks on here? The market is so indecisive, so choppy right now. These big old wicks on a lot of these candles. That's the 1 minute on NQ. Let's look at the 1 hour. Telling y'all it wants to close green. It do not want to close red. Honestly, I could put like a limit order. If it somehow taps this, we could just get in like where it automatically trigger longs for us. Because I don't believe these want to close red today. I mean on this 1 hour. I don't think they want to close red on this 1 hour. Okay, we might get another entry here since it's coming back down for us. Might get another entry here. Give it a second. Might get another entry here. I'm on the 1 minute. If anybody asks, I'm on the 1 minute. Might get another entry here. Let me see what that 1 hour is. It at that pivot point for the 1 hour? It's close. I want to get in the long, but I don't have no confirmation just yet. Like I need some green to come back in, but I definitely wanted that long right there. But you gotta wait on the confirmation. Look, that would have been $200 right there. But we just waiting, man. We just waiting, pushing. If they go back up to this high, we just can't get in yet. We just gotta wait on them hourly closes. Still gotta wait on them hourly closes, man. Look at the 5 minute real quick. That's 15. My bad. 5 minute. We do got a green count for the 5. See this one close green. 12, 13. All right, we in the long. Just all right. We gonna move it up. Come on, push up again so we can move it. Move our stop loss back in the green. Just trying to take this scalp. Hopefully it don't. I think it might try to run down for a second to try to spook us out. But we'll take the loss on it. I think it's gonna come down and spook us out. I think so. We just can't let it. We ain't gonna let it come back down here. We get in when it come back down to that gap. But if in the event that it pops back green, we gonna instantly move stop loss to break even. Okay. But it might try to pop down, come down in this area. Look at that 5 minute. Yeah, I think it's trying to range for a little bit. That's why I said it might kick us out quick because it might be trying to range. But we gotta see though. We gotta see if it can pop back in the green. We're moving stop loss instantly to there it go. Stop loss to 50. It probably kick us right out. But hey, it is what it is. As long as we took 50. Let's see if we can hold above there. Stop loss at 65. Yeah, it's trying to range. It's trying to range, y'all. It's trying to range. We just gotta wait. Trying to wait. Because it's probably gonna come all the way back down again. But at least we caught 65 right there. That was nice. That pop was super fast though. I ain't gonna lie. That pop was extremely fast. Let's get back on the 1 hour though. That means go back to your 1 hour and be patient because that pop was too quick for our liking. Even though it went our favor, we don't like a pop like that. We don't like the market popping like that. So NQ did not take its previous hourly high just yet, where ES did already. So maybe they'll try to come take this high before this hourly close. Maybe it's trying to come up here and take that high. It might be what it's trying to do. ES, let's jump to ES because it's pushing, y'all. ES hourly is pushing right now. Let's see if it's gonna close past that high. That's the biggest thing. Can it close past it? It close past it. It's definitely coming here. It's just that, like we said, it's gonna be a super quick scalp. That's the only thing. It's gonna be scary because it's gonna be a super quick scalp. Literally, because they can just hit it and come straight back down, and we instantly lose the trade. So, and say in the event that it already hits it now, then we needed to close past there. Okay. So, we got a little bit over 7 minutes, y'all. A little bit over 7 minutes. It's pushing. Come on, man. What you gonna do? Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I can see us closing above this red kind of weak though on this hourly. Just because it might try to leave a little gap. It might try to leave a gap. and then say the next hour open up, come down slightly, then push above the high, that'll leave a fair value gap for us to keep running even higher. I could see that potentially, but you never know. You never know. That's just something that I can see it potentially working on this 1 hour on ES. It potentially could be trying to set up to make a fair value gap to keep going higher. Especially, I can definitely see it if it take this high right here and don't close above it. I definitely can see it then. If it can take this high and then don't close above, I can see it leaving a fair value gap for sure. I'm liking these loans though. Yes, we gotta see. Cause like we said, this is just a breakout count. It can literally come all the way back and retest on there. We gotta be careful. If it closed below here, I definitely think it possibly retesting it. Being patient. QQQ crossed. Okay, let's see. I mean, NQ finally took that high probably. Let's see. Yep, it took it. Okay. Well, let's see if NQ closes above. Whichever one closes above, we like the loans for. Look at that 1 hour, 1 minute. Ooh, I like a continuation. I like a continuation. I'm take one light. Hopefully it don't drop straight back down on them. Go ahead and pop in the green so we can move stop loss up. Actually, I'm just only trying to take $50. Okay, we took $50. We up 105. All I was trying to take was just back to the high. Cause it's just too. Look how small this range is. We really don't like it. So that's why I said let me just set TP at $50 and get out. Cause I don't like this range being this small. It can just drop instantly. And like we said on that 1 hour on NQ, same thing for ES. This is the breakout candle. So the only way we can keep going up is just a continuation. The next candle got to close past the previous candle. It can literally come down. Okay, we push past. Can we close past it? We close past it, y'all. I'm in them longs for sure. We got 3 minutes left. If we close past, I'm in longs for sure. 3 minutes left on NQ. Let's see if ES broke the high on the 1 hour. ES broke it also. So if we close past on these 1 hours, I'm in longs, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm in longs. Yes, stop loss gonna be a little bit bigger than we would want it to be, but hey, we're riding them longs if we close past this hourly high. Because this market is pushing, pushing, pushing. If it closes above, I'm telling y'all, we're in the long. Even if it's starting to build structure above, we're in the long. So we got the breakout. If we start seeing a higher low in this 1 minute above that orange level, that orange line, we're in the longs. Okay. But I'm liking it so far. They holding. They holding for a little bit. We got a little over 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes. They're holding. Let me go back to that 1 hour. We on the 1 hour on ES. Let me go to the 1 hour on NQ. Can we hold above? That's the question. NQ looking solid. ES a little shaky, but hey, it depends on can we close above, man. Can we close above? This market is pushing. Can we close above this high for the continuations? And the only thing that kind of sucks, I wish we pushed up a little higher. Because what a continuation would be. We have to close the pass here, and then all they got to do is just take the previous hourly high. That's it. So it ain't that much space, honestly, for a trade, but it's still a continuation. It can push higher than that. So if we fail to close above it, I'm gonna wait probably till it come back down here, and then get it along. If we fail to close above it, because of what I told you, I said it can leave a gap right here. You see this with this red counter? The next hourly, if we fail to close above, it might come down to this level here, and then push up to leave a fair value gap. But that's if we don't close straight past it. And it still can do it if we close past. It can come take the high, then come back down. See, we close and take that high. Look at the 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, we building structure above. Ooh, we building structure above. It's just no space, man. It's no space. No space. I'm gonna take the long, but it ain't no space. Alright, ain't no space. Alright, stop loss up. Dang, we got kicked out quick. We made 80 on that trade right there. We made 80. Dang, that kicked us out instantly. I was hoping it just shoot straight up. But we at least got 80. That was super fast. Super, super fast. I ain't even gonna lie. That was extremely fast. Alright, now what's the next goal? Can it break? Can it close above this next that previous hourly high? This the next goal for the continuation. Can it close past this high? We gonna mark these as white since it already closed past them before, but we know these are the hourly highs that we previously had. Okay? So now I want to see, can we build structure above this orange level, this previous hourly high? Same thing for ES. So we're gonna go to ES and change them other ones to white. Oh, come on, it's lagging. Come on, don't lag on it. Don't lag. Let me go back, type it in again. ES. Okay, there you go. We're gonna change that previous hourly highs to white, and then we're gonna mark this top one as orange. So orange for that. So we gotta see if we can close past. Change these to white. Change these to white. Alright. Drop down to that 1 minute. Because we want to see 1 minute structure forming above here. We want to see a higher low up here above the orange. We want to see higher lows above the orange. Even a close above the orange will give us the initial breakout. But then we need higher lows after that. So close above, we could take a B trade on if it closes above that orange. See, it fell, it's failing. It can't close above just yet. Ooh. See if we can get that close above. Hold on, I'm trying to adjust my SPY chart so it can match up. So y'all give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me adjust the QQQ. Just this QQQ chart. Dang, we almost up 200 for that. It said we up 193 on the day. Almost up 200 for the day. Almost at the 200. That last trade was super fast. I told y'all it's gonna be real quick, cause literally we didn't have no room to go up even higher. To cross the previous hourly high, and then we didn't have to go that far up. So it was just a quick scalp. Okay, it's doing what I said. Let's see if it's gonna leave that gap like we said. See if it's gonna leave that gap like we said. We want to see it start pushing up. We want to see it start turning green at this point. And we'd like to take a long, because then it'll leave the gap for us. I preferably wanted to tap this line and then just fail to close below the line. If it can tap that line and fail to close below, that'd be beautiful. Let's go back to that hourly. Let me show y'all where I want to see this gap. I want to see this gap be like here. Hold up. This is where I want to see that gap. This is where I want to see it. If it can play out there, that'll be. But if it can tap it and then don't close below, that'll be nice. As long as it don't, if it clear this gap though, it don't matter. What we thought didn't work. Our prediction didn't work. If it cleared this gap, the prediction didn't work. We could delete it. It's about to clear it. It's close. Yeah, it cleared it. Our prediction ain't work. Hey, but at least we had that thought in our head. We was already anticipating a 1 hour gap. We was anticipating a 1 hour gap, but it ain't give us a 1 hour gap. So at this point, we need to just push back up because if it closes red, we're definitely coming back down to this gap if it's hourly close red. So it needs to push up. It needs to push up. Let's go to ES. See if ES closes this gap on the hourly. Did ES close this gap on the hourly? Yes, it did. It need to push up though. If it don't want to come retest this gap, it need to start switching to an uptrend. So it should be turning green sometime soon. It should be turning green sometime soon. If it don't want to come retest that fair value gap. If it want to come retest the fair value gap, then it just stay red though. I'm on NQ 1 minute. If you're trying to keep up, I'm on NQ 1 minute. We just made a lower low right there. Let's see. The first green candle, I'm gonna take a long scalp, I believe, off the first green candle. I would prefer it for it to been in on the 5 minute, but I think I'm gonna take a scalp to the upside. Probably just back to this line right there on the first green candle. It is pushing a little too hard. I don't even know if I want to get in now. Because it's pushing that hard. Let's see. 5 minute. 5 minute. I don't know. I could take the scalp, but I don't know. Because there's a gap right here. If it closing this gap, I'll get in alone. Let's see. It's pushing. If it just goes straight to here, though, I'm not getting in. I wanted to close past this 1 minute gap, but don't touch that white line. So that's supposed to be my first target. I do want it to close in there though, if it can. If it come take this low again, then flip green, that'd be nice too. Nope, not just yet. I don't like it yet. It need to come take this low again. Or close inside the gap. Alright, it might be if this one can close green here, then we get in for the scalp. If this 5 minute right here, this 1 minute counter close green, we get in for the scalp. You gotta close green though. Don't close green, I'm not getting. Come on. And if it touch this gap, it gotta close above the gap for me to get in. If it don't, then we not getting in. Alright, we still can't get in, look like. You don't like it closing green, we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, nope. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. We up 193 so far. Let's look at the 1 hour real quick. Look at the 1 hour. So what we see on the 1 hour, if anybody want to know what we're looking at, we got higher high, higher low, higher high. So this low right here solidified. So we need a bounce. We need a bounce. We need a bounce. So I can actually mark this one up now because it just solidified. So that's an hourly solidified level on NQ. ES. Let's go back to ES. We're coming hourly solidified level on ES right here. See that? So we need this fair value gap to hold us up. Need that fair value gap to hold us up. But I think we're gonna push up, man. I think we're gonna push up. I don't know if we're gonna do the retest of that gap or not. I think we're gonna push up. That's 1 minute on ES. Let's go to NQ. Alright, it got a green counter for NQ. It ain't close to there. I think I want to get in the long for the scalp. Let me look at the 5 minute real quick before I try to get in. Ah, it's a red. Red counter, but I think I want that long. Well, there it go. It already did it. It already did what we wanted. Dang. It already did it. Let's get in. Let's get in. We probably missed it a little bit, but we in right now. We probably missed it just a tad bit. When we get up, we're going to move stop loss up. Dang, I think we barely missed it. Let's go to that 5 minute and look. We probably barely missed that right there. We're going to hold, though. We're going to hold and see. But we probably barely missed it. Barely missed that trade. So they're going to set it here at this low. Come on, put us in green so we can move stop loss up. There we go. We're going to set stop loss at 20. Right up. Right now. $25 stop loss. Actually, we're going to move it up. $40 stop loss. Kick us out is fine. We took 40. All right, we took 40. We up 230 on the day. We up 230. Well, let's see if it's going to break structure here, though, on the 1 minute. We up 230, though, for the day. Oh, man. It breaks structure here. I don't really want it to break structure. It's too early on the 1 hour. We're only 11 minutes on the 1 hour, so I don't really want it. I really don't want it to start pushing up all the way just yet. I wanted to wait till like 9:30, 9:45, then start moving back up. That's what I want to see. I want to see like 9:30, 9:45, then start moving up. Or if we can tap this gap, I would like to get in the long then. Oh, we almost. Come on, tap the gap then. I'll get in the long. If we can tap that gap, I like a long. If we can tap that gap, I like a long for sure. But I think it's trying to. I think it's not trying to tap the gap on this counter. I think it's just trying to play around and range for a little bit. Then if this close red, that next counter gonna touch this gap, and we can get it long. Or if it somehow push back green, you can't get in the trade. I mean, you just gonna have to take the continuation, but it's gonna be risky. If this somehow just push all the way back up and close green, it's risky. You could take a long, but it's just risky. Well, I kind of would rather for it to close red, come tap down here on the next hourly, and then we get in the long. Oh, but like I said, if it just tap it instantly, we like the longs. Okay. But I think this is the range in the area right here. I think that's where we range it. It's the range. This candle here is gonna be the range candle. I feel like it's gonna be ping ponging back and forth. Uh, only way we don't ping pong is if it close. Say if it closed red, but it closed above this high right here, then we can take these highs again, but we gotta see if it's gonna keep pushing. Okay. But we being patient though. We being patient. Them loans definitely came through though. It made that market structure shift right there to the upside. But what it did it right after making a lower low. So it's like, you don't really like that. But we up 230 on the day. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let me go look at gold because, like I said, this hourly candle here for NQ and ES, I really think this is just gonna be. It's gonna close red. It's just gonna be ranging this hourly candle. That's what I think. Um, let me go to gold and check out gold. Check out some gold, man. Let's just delete everything and start from the top with gold. Up 230. We good with our trades today. We up 230. I'm fine with if that's all we get. I'm completely fine if that's all we get is 230 on the day. Gold. What's going on here? Overall trend is bullish, so we're gonna follow the bull side. It is showing us signs that, well, actually, this most recent trend is downtrend, honestly. But we're gonna follow the bull side still. Um, you can play either way because it actually made a downtrend. It did lower low, lower high, lower low. So you can play the shorts if you want to base it off of this part. But I'm gonna base it off the overall big picture. So I'm gonna go with the bulls. You really, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. We probably should be playing shorts until we make a higher high, then go back to the bulls. Honestly, but I don't know. You don't want to fight the big mark, like the big overall trend. So that high is what we need to get beat. Last solidify level down here. See if it's trying to respect that solidify level. Trade should be within this range. Fair value gap, we got a perfect, beautiful fair value gap right here to hold us up. It just broke out. I mean, it just tapped. This would be the breakout counter because it tapped the other side. This is the breakout counter right here. So we'll need what? Breakout, retest, go. Or say if it closed past this hourly gap here, we won't even need no breakout. We had to do the break and retest of that. That's what I think gold trying to do, honestly. If I'm looking at this right now, unless it's trying to range, I think gold finna close past here today. Inside or past it today. That's what I think. Um, we got multiple gaps though. Let's see. Multiple gaps. Got gaps overlapping gaps. Alright. Mark out these daily gaps. Oh, mark out these daily gaps. Got gaps on top of gaps, man. Gaps on gaps on gaps. That is a strong defense right there. Two gaps on top of each other. um, Man, yeah, I kind of think gold gonna try to close at least, but it's smaller gap that's inside there. I kind of like taking gold long, but it's risky though, cause like I said, it technically, if it don't close inside neither of them gaps, it's probably gonna do a retest here. Okay, we're gonna look at the 5 minute. I mean, let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour on gold. It just did lower low, but it is bouncing off a 1 hour gap. Bouncing off a 1 hour gap. This would be that 1 hour breakout. This would be the breakout counter if it closed green. We got another gap right underneath. Got another gap right underneath that one. Man, we in Gap City. This market trying to make decisions to this week. Got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's mark out that higher low on the 1 hour. It's all the way down here. So it's formed a downtrend. Um, it's just now we just got these gaps in the way to hold it up. It break all these gaps. It's coming straight to that what's the name? That solidify level. So we kind of want these gaps to hold up. We're gonna see if this first line of defense can hold up. It look like it's doing some protecting. It's pushing it green. Can it close green? Once it closes green, can we come up and take this high for that market structure shift? That's the biggest thing. Okay. So honestly, when it's rejected and failed to close inside, we could have gotten along right after that, but we wasn't looking at gold. Let me go look at NQ again. Look at them charts. Like I said, I think this is gonna be a red candle. We just ranging though. Literally, that's all we doing. Ranging, ranging, ranging. But I did, like I said, I like a long right here. When they tap this gap, I like a long. Long as it, I like a long and stop loss at the bottom of the gap. Literally, that'd be my stop loss, the bottom of the gap, because I really don't want to see it break back down. Because if it break the gap, even if we close back above with a green candle, it's gonna be a breakout candle again. So the retest fails. Well, that's why I said if it tap, I like a long here and stop loss at the bottom of the hourly gap. We don't want that retest to fail. Don't want to see that retest fail. It's literally right now. It's just slow motion, boring trades right now. Slow motion, man. And honestly, like I said, we up 230 on the day, so we might call it for the stream, and I'll just be getting the trade off stream. Of course, I post the trades I take, but might end up doing that. I'm gonna try to stay on here till 10 if I can. But that might be what we end up doing, y'all. That might be what we end up doing. These might be the only trades we have on here today. Let me pull up this spine over here. But like we said, we got that structure. We actually built structure now. Higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So this is that solidify level right there. See, did I mark it out? Yeah, I marked it out. That's that solidify level right there, right here. So it's trying to hold this. It's trying to respect this. Only thing on the spot is this gap to hold it up. Trying to respect it though. Oh man. That alert if it breaks it. We want to know if it gets come down here to try to break it. I preferably would like to see a green count because then we could just be pushing straight up to like 690, 691. But like I said, if it close red, it's fine because then I know, hey, we gotta retest this so I can get in alone. But it might not even. I just thought about it. It might not even retest it though. So we could close red here and shoot straight up to the high to keep this little bit of structure here. So did we take? Let's see if we took this high. This is 689.41. This is 687. So yeah, it took it. It took it there. No, it's 689.45. This is 689.41. No, it didn't. It didn't take. We just slow rolling, y'all. We just slow rolling. Ain't nothing too much going on this Ireland counter, which is good though. You know something? That's a good thing because what come out right now? 9:30 crude oil come out, so at least keeping us from, you know, keeping us from trading through the crude oil news. So y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, I had to give me something to put on my stomach, man. Ain't ate nothing yet. I was grabbing some chips. Is there anything that y'all want me to go over? If so, comment down below. If it's something that y'all want me to look at. But like I said, I really don't think this hourly counter right now is not that crazy impactful when it comes to NQ and ES. Like I said, I think we're gonna close red. Just gonna pretty much range this hourly counter, and the next hourly counter is gonna be the one that taps down here to potentially give us that higher high. Now, I tap down here, as long as it don't close or push past the gap, we're good. If it push past the gap, we gotta leave it alone. And drop down to the 5 minute, see how the 5 minute looks. And sorry for all the crunching in here, but I'm hungry, y'all. Definitely hungry. Here, should we be marking a 1 minute gap? Did you talking about NQ on Rick? 1 minute gap on NQ or ES? Go, what you talking about? The only reason you'll mark any of them gaps is if you're trying to get in a 1 minute trade. We're kind of looking for it our hourly trade more than likely. Yeah, I caught a couple 1 minute trades, but I'm looking for this hourly trade to play out. Oh, you said yes to 1 minute? Okay. Yeah, I mean you saying yes to NQ. If you're trying to get in a scalp, yeah, you can mark out your 1 minute. But I'm not trying to get in them scalps. I'm trying to get in my 1 hour trades. So like earlier, them scalps that we did take, we was taking it based off the 1 hour. Like that first scalp we got, we based it off of closing past these hourly highs. That's the only reason I got in. Yes, we got out quick, but we were trading based off the 1 hour. When we came down here, I was like, hey, I see us pushing back up. Looking at the 1 hour, that's how I had got in these trades. Now, if I was looking to get in on my 1 minute, yeah, I'm marking the 1 minute gaps and stuff. But all today we've been basing our trades off the 1 hour. So that's why I'm not marking no 1 hour, no 1 minute gaps and stuff. If I was trying to do 1 minute trading and stuff, yeah, I'll mark the gaps out. But I'm not. I'm not looking to do that. And that's what we stated yesterday on yesterday's stream. We said, hey, we're trying to go back to our higher time frame trades. I know we've been scalping lately. On the 1 minute, because you can scalp on the 1 hour. But I'm just saying we've been scalping based off of 1 minute lately and 1 minute gaps. And I was like, hey, I want to get back to my 1 hour gap. Just so we can be able to potentially hold trades longer again. Because when you scalping on a 1 minute, a lot of times you're gonna be in and out pretty quick. 1 hour, you can jump in, yeah, you be in and out pretty quick, but you're basing on that higher time frame, you might get that initial push farther away to where you don't have to where you can catch them bigger trades. Um, so yeah, that's we're basing it off the 1 hours. So that's why I'm not marking the 1 minute. If you're trying to trade on the 1 minute, you can mark it though. But we know, hey, we're in the all time high, all these all time highs. Sometimes trading them 1 hour trades is not the best thing in the one all time highs because what? It can chop. We don't know where no levels at. We don't know what's to the left. So you sometimes you can't catch some big trades, but look at this one from yesterday. If you base yours off the 1 hour yesterday, where was it? Right here. This is the 28th. We had high. We made our low. Okay, well once this flipped green, you're supposed to get in loans, right? Look what happened. We end up pushing. You would have caught a long, nice big trade off of this 1 hour setup, right? But if you was on the 1 minute, this area right here, you would have got chopped out a million times because it was being choppy right here. You see that? So that's why we kind of want to trade off our 1 minute, but at the same time, it can be risky at the all-time high. I mean, the one trade off our 1 hour, but it can be risky because, like we said, we don't know what's the ceiling. So that's the only thing with trying to hold your trades too long. But that's why you see me today. We're basing on the 1 hour, right? But you see how fast I'm moving my stop loss to break even? Just because, hey, I don't know what's the ceiling. At any moment, it can shoot back down on me. So that's the biggest thing. If I want to trade off the 1 hour, I got to instantly start moving my stop loss to profit. Got to instantly start moving my stop loss to profit and wait. Um, can't really sit there and leave my stop loss at the original spot on uh when I'm at all time highs, because it's risky. I mean, if I don't mind risking it, then yeah. But on the 1 minute, I mean on the 1 hour, you gotta be cautious with it, because that stop loss on the 1 hour is like $800, with a regular contract. So you gotta be pretty careful. It's 1 minute. I mean, it's 5 minutes moving to the upside right now. But I honestly think we're gonna just keep ranging though. The biggest thing I'm looking for though, if this hourly, my bad, if this hourly on NQ can close above here again, then I see us coming back to these highs once again. And if the market keep pushing, we can see a run. But if it don't close back above this hourly high over here, I think we're gonna do our retest. Same thing for ES. If we don't close past that previous hourly swing high right here, I think we'll come down to, well, dang, ES already did a retest. Dang, we missed the entry on ES. I mean, it probably come back down again because NQ did. What that happened? 913. I didn't even notice it did the retest already. But it's fine. It can do another one. It can do another retest because NQ didn't catch up yet. And anyways, even if it did a retest, we still need an hourly green candle. So I think it's gonna come back and retest again on ES. So I don't think we really missed that one. Only way I don't see you doing a retest is, like I said, come take this high up here. And you know what? I'm gonna delete this high because yes, this high important, but this the swing high, so I'm more focused on that than anything. So we're gonna do that for NQ also. We're gonna delete that bottom high, which is an hourly high, but we're more focused on that swing high, honestly. Like it's cool if it closed here, but we're more focused on the swing high right there. That's the high we're more focused on. But yeah, Rick, if you're trying to get in them scalps on the 1 minute, then yeah, mark that 1 minute gap. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Not wrong. It all depends on what you want to trade on. Because if I'm looking at the 1 minute, I do see this gap here that we just broke out of right there. But now you need to build structure above. And it's leading into this gap. We're right. So if you're on the 1 minute, these are multiple gaps you see. But I'm not trying. I'm not trying to catch these 1 minute trades. Honestly, trying to catch a little bit bigger moves. Now 5 minute, I might do. Now we can mark out 5 minute gaps, but we don't got any 5 minute gaps right now. But we can mark out the 5 minute. I'll take a trade on 5 minute gap. Like right here, if it leaves a gap right here, I'll take the trade there. Like if it retests and go higher. But the 1 minute, I'm not really trying to trade on the 1 minute today. Now, any support and resistance traders in here? I know y'all been eating pretty nice. I know support and resistance traders been doing pretty nice on these charts with this chart with the sideways consolidation. It's like here, I'm trading support and resistance. Look at it. Really looking for a break pass here. These charts tripping. Come on now. That'll be the top. The bottom would be your, I think right here where all this consolidation is. So you'll be looking for a close out of here. So this was the first close. This should be a nice long back up to this white line. But you just taking it up, down, break it, depending on if it break above or below. But support resistance traders, y'all been having a fun time in this consolidation. Us trend traders, it been a little rough. We can't even hold our trades long. So it's been a little rough for us. hmm Go back to that 1 hour. Trying to see if that 1 hour close above here though. Like we said, it's probably gonna come to retest its high, and we want to see can it close past that high at that point. Can it close past that high? I'm dropping down to the 5 minute. I'm looking at this structure starting to form. We're gonna mark these 5 minute levels with blue. I'm watching this structure forming on this 5 minute. Man, it's cold in here. I need to put heat on. It's cold in here. The only thing, and that's another thing, I do not like trading. If y'all want an easy trick and tip for come to get in, or if you want to get in or get out trade, I see how we got these higher lows, right? We got these two higher lows. Once you make, so like say this switch green right now, right? This one closed green. You can get in that long if you thinking that reversal coming, right? Stay in them loans until you see either the first red, really is the first red telling you to get out instantly. Because what do we like seeing behind? Fair value gaps. If you ain't got no fair value gap or regular gap, and you just got a low, you taking a chance. I'm gonna tell you now, cause it just switched to some type of downtrend. It ain't even got switched to a downtrend. Just off that first red, it can literally lead it straight down to your low. If you ain't got no line of protection, in the way, it can instantly drop, versus say if we pop green here and we say we left a fair value or yeah, left a fair value gap somewhere. Okay, when that first red come, now it gotta determine if it wanna break the gap. If you ain't got no gap in the way, it don't gotta determine nothing. It just gotta say, hey, we ready to come down. So like right here, it don't have no gap. It can just shoot straight down on us and take the low. Well, it do got a gap here. If you look to the left, it's a slight gap here that might can protect it. But if it wasn't no gap there, it can shoot straight down and take this low. You know, so you gotta be. That's like a little hidden gem or rule. You you really don't want to be in a trade. Um, you don't want to hold a trade when the color change if you ain't got no gap. So if I got them loans, I'm gonna be okay. Long as it's staying green, green, green. But if I see my first red up here, more than likely I need to just get instantly out if I ain't got no gaps in the way. All right, I need to instantly get out. And then say if you do see market structure shift up here. So say if I was in loans and I see they make a lower high, and lower low, that's get 100% get out because it's a full downtrend and you got no protection. Okay. All right, y'all. It's 9:42. About 18 minutes for the hour. Oh, my bad. I put on 4 hours. 18 minutes on the hour. Still waiting. I'll remove these 5-minute ones for now. Just so I try to stay clean. Remember, this is that previous day high. We just trying to see can we close above this level today. That's the biggest goal. We built structure above it. We got high, low, high, up. Technically, we ain't got no high. We got high, low, higher high right there. We need a higher low above this level. I don't count this as a higher low because what happened? It wicked below it. I want to see a full clean higher low above this level. And the reason why I'm not counting this as higher low because it's within this trend. You see this? It's within a small trend. I want to see the higher low in the overall trend. So we got higher high. Let me mark it out like this. You got higher high. That's a low. Higher high. You see it? So I want to see higher high above that previous day high. So possibly bounce here. And we make that higher high. Okay, now I know we built structure up above this green level here. See that? So now it's telling me more than likely we're not trying to close below there. Okay? But as of now, we don't fully got that structure just yet. Like if this kind of close red and we gonna make a higher high, then we got the structure we needed. But as of now, it don't got the structure we need just yet. It's almost there though. About 80% of the way there. We just need us to hold this hourly gap more than likely. We hold this hourly gap. and go make that higher high with good. And like I said, I'm probably gonna close it out on the stream. Cause this stream is kind of long, and I don't really think we're gonna get in the trade just yet, just yet. So I'm probably gonna end the stream now. Cause I really don't want to drag it out, and somebody watching the stream, and they sitting here this whole time watching it, and we don't get another trade because we already pretty much was done an hour ago. So all right, y'all. If I see any other trade and get in it, like I said, I'm gonna post it. So follow me on TikTok, follow me on, subscribe on YouTube, and I should post them the trades I take. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is